Welcome, everybody, here to Steve's, well, not the Steve's Wrestling Ramble, but welcome here to the Sports Talk Network channel, which these reviews of Monday Night Raw and, as this one is, SmackDown Live, these reviews, Monday and Tuesday, are associated with, of course, my show on this very same channel, Steve's Wrestling Ramble. This Thursday in 2 days, the big show, the big episode that I've been promoting, been hyping up. It's going to be awesome. Going to have Blue X Demon X, OTRS Central, a representative of Bite That Cast Wrestling Podcast here on YouTube, Daniel Garza maybe even, and also Mounty's Corner, who is my featured guest, Mounty's Corner, as well. So going to have some great guests. My team as well, Mark Rambo, Rossi Mikey for one night only, and Kyron Chase as well. So that's going to be on Thursday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Then at that point, I will be back on camera. See my shining, smiling, happy face at that point. Then you can stop seeing this avatar in this picture, my patriotic picture, I guess, so to speak, of my handsome self. But anyways, that's what's going on for Thursday. And here tonight, going to review SmackDown Live for August 15th, 2017 edition of WWE Smackdown Live, of course. I did a poll, which I'm starting to do now this week, and might as well start it on the biggest week of WWE, or at least second biggest to WWE WrestleMania week, heading into WrestleMania on that Sunday. But here for SummerSlam, I did a poll, a Raw Insta poll of, what did you think of Raw? Again, follow me on Twitter at WWE_podcast. Welcome to do that after subscribing to the channel, of course. Wink, wink, hint, hint. But here, with that said, Insta poll for Raw, 33% with okay, 17% said great, 25% said good, 33% said okay, and 25% said terrible. 12 votes, and technically there's 57 minutes left for that poll, since I obviously had that started a few minutes after Raw ended at 10 p.m. Central Time. So technically you can still vote on that one. Again, at WWE_podcast. And so far, already, with tonight's SmackDown Live Insta poll, 14% say great, 29% say good, 21% say okay, and 36% leading out of the gates here say terrible. These Insta polls that I will be starting to continuously do, that I just started now, I'm continuing to do each and every week, done right after the shows are over. Again, on Twitter at WWE_podcast, and let your voice be heard through voting. Obviously, it's done anonymously. So you don't have to let me know if you voted or not. It's up to you. But so far, like I said, leading out the gate, 36% leading with terrible on how people thought of SmackDown Live tonight. 23 hours left, obviously, still, and 14 votes already right out of the gate. So thank you to those 14 that voted on the SmackDown Live Insta poll from tonight's episode of August 15th. I thought the show was pretty dang good, and the surprise of the night being what happened at the end of the show certainly was crazy in its own right. I see a Broken Empire, and I see he said, I got reaction on video, and it was priceless, with the 6 or 7 crying emojis, or laughing so hard crying emojis. I think that's what that means. I'm not big into I can't say I'm not big into emojis, but I'm just not good at actually knowing what the emojis mean, so I just say that I'm not big into them because I don't know exactly most of them. Point being is Broken Empire. I don't know if he's going to have that video on his channel. I would assume so. So check him out. Go to his YouTube channel, Broken Empire, spelled as it sounds, with the B and the E capitalized. So welcome to go over there, subscribe to his channel, ring the bell over there, just like ringing the bell over here. Know when he has videos going live or just on there at all. And same here when I go live with my videos and when they are posted on the channel. So thank you, Broken Empire, for being here tonight during in the live chat. I hope to see you, and I'm sure I will see you on Thursday night, starting at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, for Steve's Wrestling Ramble SummerSlam Predictions Podcast episode. For SmackDown Live, starting it off with WWE Champion, the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal and Shinsuke Nakamura exchanging words. Starting off the show, I actually enjoyed the opening. I didn't know it was in Independence Day. I assume that's actually correct there. So I thought that was kind of them bringing it up, and especially with Jinder Mahal being the champion. Again, forward thinking, WWE thinking ahead of time back when they decided to give Jinder this push, have him become WWE champion and defeating Randy Orton, WWE Backlash for every event. That is to be down the road. And basically right on the heels too, close to go home show specifically to WWE SummerSlam. So I thought that part of the segment was cool. Indian Independence Day. And then you had Shinsuke Nakamura come out, and with his broken English, less is more with him, as much as WWE Universe say about other superstars like, I don't know, Roman Reigns. Less and more for him. Difference is this one is less and more because it's a broken English and everything. But he actually delivered pretty good promo, decent. I mean, he's not known for his promo work and mic skills. He's known for how he is in the ring and how great he is or how great he was in New Japan and other promotions that he was part of. I was at WWE and now in WWE. Still a great athlete in my eyes for sure. So having those two going back and forth to start the show off with the opening segment being that, I certainly enjoyed it for what it was. And especially with what happened at the end of the show with the cash-in, makes me think, and I'm going to have to think here for the next 48 hours of which way am I going to go for predicting Jinder Mahal Shinsuke Nakamura match. Certainly will be an interesting. They all will be in their own right, of course, but that one I think maybe even a little bit more, especially now that the element of a surprise cash-in by Baron Corbin not to happen at SummerSlam. And as of right now, my bold statement that I made in my very first Steve's Wrestling Ramble episode of this calendar year of 2017 after New Year's Day, of course, where I gave my bold prediction of other bold predictions that I made that day of Baron Corbin becoming WWE champion by the end of the year, end of the calendar year. He still could become WWE champion by the end of WWE season year sort of thing, if he does so for WrestleMania or at WrestleMania. But now that he doesn't have that briefcase, that likelihood is pretty much went down from 90% happening of him becoming the champion and catching it successfully to him being able to be the champion and however the way it could happen to like 20%. So needless to say, I am clinging to hope still that it still could happen because technically it could. They could have a thing where leading into maybe on a Saturday or maybe even tomorrow, whatever, just, to come up SummerSlam even more, they could have Baron Corbin going ballistic and crazy in a video or something, and Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan having to respond and this and that, and continue the storyline that way, and having Baron Corbin, long story short, having Baron Corbin added to the WWE title match, make it a triple threat, and in the end, you still have Baron Corbin walking out at SummerSlam, WWE champion, just not in the cashing in way. He's not going to get the briefcase back. That would be very hard to have happen in the storyline at all. Because the bell ring match happened, he was roll up pin 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's how it was supposed to be. So the point being is, how to get Baron Corbin in the championship thing, and why. My question is why have Baron Corbin cash in tonight on the go home show, even unsuccessfully, I guess, as it was. Then to have it all happen at SummerSlam, and then on top of that, if you're going to have him cash in here on SmackDown Live unsuccessfully or at all, and them deciding it to be unsuccessful cash in, did he step on someone's toes backstage? I mean, actually, literally or figuratively, he stepped on someone's toes backstage, and Vince McMahon deciding to change his mind, not have him become the next WWE champion, be the 51st. WWE champion and him cashing in Mahal. Like what I thought and what I probably was going to be predicting was Nakamura to win the title at SummerSlam, Baron Corbin to cash in. Then you have a feud right there between Nakamura and Corbin right away after SummerSlam, moving forward in the WWE title picture. Again, whether people agree or disagree, welcome to share that here in the live chat or the comments below if you're watching archived when the video is posted to the channel. But I don't know, people. It's very, very interesting in that capacity. We're moving right along. Natalya defeating Becky Lynch in one-on-one action. WWE Smackdown Live Women's Champion Naomi was ringside commentary. See that right there. Yeah, I also had Carmelo coming out after the match. To tell you, Becky Lynch, just to talk about the match itself, I thought was pretty good back and forth there. And having and get the win was a good move, especially at the go home show. Becky Lynch, I don't know if I'm still hearing this bickering between her and Cyborg from MMA. I don't know if that's actually going to become a SummerSlam match. That being that celebrity match, like it was supposed to be Big Show and Shaq a while ago, or that was for WrestleMania. I think that was supposed to be Big Show and Shaq. But here in SummerSlam, you would think you have some sort of celebrity, especially being in New York. Brooklyn seeming like that's going to be the home of SummerSlam, because next year they're going to be the Barclays Center for SummerSlam. Might just be a permanent thing, or at least it seems like permanent thing for a while now. Why not? Why mess with something that's good, right? Why mess with a good thing? So I'm continuing to have SummerSlam at the Barclays Center. Big move, good move, and certainly interesting move in its own right. But also after the match, you have Miss Money in the Bank, Carmella, the beautiful, lovely, talented, awesome Carmella, coming out there looking even better than she usually would. Like I was thinking while she was actually cutting a promo, like we've seen pictures on Instagram and other social medias of hers and bikinis and other things, these bikinis, but her in that crop top and long pants actually look harder to me than a bikini shoot with her. I don't know. It's just a weird random thing I'm bringing up here in the review. But point being is her and James Ellsworth, who still exists in WWE, part of WWE. I don't know how much longer he will be, but we'll see. As much as I would have wanted Big Cass to move over to SmackDown Live and fix Ethan, but it'd be what it be. I still think that Carmella's going to be cashing in. Now, I've said all along heading into SummerSlam that Carmella and Baron Corbin to cash in at SummerSlam, whether they both cash in successfully or they both cash in unsuccessfully. Now with Baron Corbin cashing in tonight being the, oh my gosh, jaw-dropping moment that happened tonight, which I look forward to actually seeing other people's live reactions to that, to be quite honest. And I kind of wish I was doing a live reaction to that match, Jinder Mahal and John Cena, but I didn't think anything would be coming of that to finish the night. I thought if anything, Shinsuke might show up and Baron show up and just a brawl there and finishing or going black with Baron holding up his briefcase and Mahal holding up the title and that way and other things like that. I thought would be the ending for SmackDown Live tonight, but with Baron cashing in, that excludes that idea of mine of him cashing in on SummerSlam, obviously. So I still have hope that Carmella will successfully cash in at SummerSlam after the SmackDown Live Women's title match. Now, obviously, it could be during Seth Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank in the past, cashing in at WrestleMania 31 during the one-on-one match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. But I think it's more likely for it to be happening after said match, after the title match. But you never know. You never know with anything that we trying to catch you off guard. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. You like surprises. And it's hard now in this era with internet, social media, and otherwise to be surprised by things anymore, whether it returns, match outcomes, cash-ins, other things, like other actual things that are supposed to be surprising and have those moments as fans, jaw-dropping. Like actually the Hardy Boys returning at WrestleMania this past April. But we'll have to wait summertime, see what happens in that regard with the SmackDown Live Women's Championship and Naomi and otherwise. And all the playing parts there, especially with Carmella again. It's Miss Money in the Bank. Moving right along, Rusev went one-on-one with Chad Gable and Randy Orton coming out of nowhere, blindsiding Rusev. KO, the match itself was all right. I actually enjoyed Chad Gable and wonder, what's going to be for him moving forward, especially with his lineage as a real athlete, just almost like Kurt Angle himself. Hope he gets a chance on SmackDown Live, but we'll certainly see. But Randy Orton, attacker Rusev getting the upper hand. Makes you think how things are going to go SummerSlam, but again, I'll talk about that Thursday night with the panel. But a pretty good spot there and moment, at least for that feud. I thought you were going to see Randy Orton, regardless when it would be, right? Because continuance of that feud heading into SummerSlam, you're not going to have Rusev versus Chad Gable. Boom, boom, match over. Next thing, you're going to have Randy Orton make an appearance some way, somehow, And as most would call it, the random coming out there are killing nowhere. And moving right along, Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, and AJ Styles. AJ Styles apologizing to Shane McMahon. Shane saying, "Nah, bro, it's all right. It was just an accident that happened last week. And as long as you don't put your hands on me at SummerSlam, you have no problems. But I'm here to tell you, if you put your hands on me at SummerSlam, I'm going to put hands on you." That's basically what Shane McMahon was saying to AJ Styles. Not verbatim, obviously. He didn't call him bro, but you know what I mean. That's kind of what he implied. That's his, what he was saying to AJ Styles there, and pretty much also to Kevin Owens, who wasn't in the ring at that time, that either one of them touch him as a referee wearing the black and white. When he said he's wearing the black and white, I'm sorry, but right away I was thinking NWO. Even though NWO has nothing to do with this, they're no longer in WWE on WTV. Actually as characters, but I'm just that's what I thought when he said that. For when he was talking about being a referee at SummerSlam. That was just me, but just wanted to share that random thought of mine in reviewing this segment. But point being, Kevin Owens accidentally hits Shane McMahon with a kick, or something like a super kick, and I like that. Last week you had AJ Styles accidentally hitting Shane McMahon. Now you have Kevin Owens. It gives that intrigue and that mystique still of where will Shane go. Is it written in stone that it's going to be teasing or having him screwing over Kevin Owens and teasing a Shane McMahon Kevin Owens match to whatever that would be and happen for them in a future pay-per-views for SmackDown Live? So I like that that's how Madonna kind of would have to, right? Because you want that unknown. You don't want it just so blatantly obvious. Still might go the way that we think it will, but leave that unknown, leave that bit of doubt. It makes it better for us that are predicting the show. And again, this is SummerSlam week, so people with podcasts, people on YouTube and all will be giving their predictions. I'm sure already happened Monday. My show, this, Steve Wrestling Ramble will be up to bat Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, but check out the other ones as well. I know Bite That Cast will be live tomorrow at 6 or 7 p.m. Central, doing their live predictions for WWE SummerSlam and whatnot, reviewing Raw and SmackDown as well. And also Laser Booking Podcast, I'm sure we'll be doing theirs tomorrow night. But us here, Steve's Wrestling Ramble, will be Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. I mean, might as well. There's no bad thing in promoting it as many times as one wants to. But back to SmackDown. The Usos facing off the New Day. And the Usos winning. I guess that's all right. I would rather them just having a promo segment and that be it. But hey, it is what it is. So we just move on from there. At least I do. Typically, then they had the fashion file stuff, which to me I enjoy somewhat, but then it also has cringy moments. So it'd be what it be. I move on from there. And the main event, Happy Baron coming cashing in. You already talked about. So it'll be interesting to see how things go at SummerSlam with Shinsuke Nakamura facing Jinder Mahal. But it's gonna be awesome. And what else is gonna be awesome is the prediction show that will have Thursday. Then Sunday night after the show, I'll be doing a review, hopefully with Mounty's Corner 1-on-1. And we're going from there. Last check here before I go off here. Again, follow me on Twitter at WWE_podcast, where I have my Now Raw and SmackDown Live Insta polls here for SmackDown Live. Still 14% for great, 29% for good, 21% okay, 36% leading here out of the gates. Terrible, still multiple day left, 23 hours left, 14 votes so far. So the same as it was last time I checked in the beginning of the show. So thanks to all 14, and thanks to anybody else that does vote on that SmackDown Live Insta poll from tonight's episode. So thanks to those watching live, Broken Empire, and I know there was a couple others. Welcome to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, all the other great and fun stuff. Don't miss Thursday night. You don't want to miss that with the prediction show. And then during that prediction show, I'll actually have a big announcement for this channel for SummerSlam, for Sunday itself, beyond the review right after. So definitely want to watch out for that. Hope everybody has a great rest of your evening or your day. And as always, take care.